Hi everyone. Today we're going to review the keywords of a Chrome extension. It's basically a really cool, Chrome extension that most SEOs and marketers should have because it allows you to research, get competitive insights and research, do your keyword research within Google search results. And it is 100% free, so there's really no harm in that, right? So in today's video, I'm just going to kind of share how keyword surfer works, right? What are its pros and cons, um, and whether you should install it or not. So yeah, let's get into it. So I mean, for starters, right, keyword surfer is basically a free tool provided by this content optimization tool called Surfer SEO, which I highly recommend. And they basically the data for this Chrome extension is provided by the team at Surfer. And so keyword server basically kind of just helps you do keyword research within your Google search results, and basically streamlines your whole content creation research process without ever having to leave Google results page, right? So let me just kind of show you how it works, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to search for something like um let's look for SEM rush alternative, right? Let's try with that. So now what it does is, it basically has, once you kind of install the Chrome extension, right, it basically has a couple of overlays here, and I'll just get right into it, right? So it's going to calculate the volume, and this is the most useful bit, right? So it shows you what the estimated search volume is. It also shows you PPC, data basically, um, like basically cost per click for Google AdWords, right? So it shows you how monetizable this keyword is, right? So I think that's probably one of its core features, and then it kind of provides you more keyword ideas, like for example, this free keyword research tool, and there's something like website keyword analysis or keyword analyzer, or like something like SEMrush competitor, right? I mean, and this is a good way to kind of um like just do a lot of research, find some good keywords without leaving Google, which is where we all start, right? So for example, I like certain keywords, I can actually save that in a collection. So for example, I like this one, and I like this one, and I like the first one as well, which is this one, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna, so this automatically gets saved into a collection, right? So you can see here that there's a collection, like it gives you like overlap, volume, everything, and you can actually download it into a CSV. So if I click here, that's it, it's done. You can do it with how big a collection you want. Then the other thing that it does is it basically provides you some very interesting, very useful competitive analysis data, right? So let's say you're trying to rank for this keyword, right? So what it's going to show you is for top competitors, it's going to show you estimated monthly traffic, within a specific region, right? For this domain, right? So they estimate this gets 5,000, this gets 100,000, this gets 35,000. It might be a little off, but I think as with any SEO tool, like I don't think you should look at uh, the numbers, but more like how directionally accurate these numbers are, right? Like it probably says that this one gets way more traffic this page while this one doesn't, perhaps, right? Then what I find more useful is like things like the number of words in the content, right? Because then it allows me to optimize my content, right? It allows me to figure out really what would it take to rank here, right? So I can see that this one is 4,000, 4,000, 3,600, 3,900, 2,200. So it kind of gives you that, right? And then it also gives me how many times the exact keyword has been used, right? So for example, this guy's used it 8 times, this guy's used it 17 times, uh, this person's used it just 3 times, and this person hasn't used it at all, right? So it's a good way to kind of identify opportunities, right? And the like and like I think these things are like super useful. The other thing that I like is the title change, right? So it shows you what the original title was and what it changed to, and it's actually pretty accurate because it keeps updating it quite frequently. So for example, this guy initially was let's take this one, right? Initially it was 10 free paid semrush alternatives you should definitely consider, and now it's probably something else. Or let's see this guy, the 13 plus best semrush alternatives for any budget, and now it's alternatives and competitors, right? So it kind of again gives you that intelligence to optimize your content in the best way possible, right? So when I think about the pros of keyword surfer, it's essentially the thing that I like is the search volume directly in Google search results along with the PPC data, because it's good to kind of like it helps me identify which are like the monetizable keyword opportunities. Then the other thing that I like is you can save your keyword. So first of all, it gives you all of these additional keyword research ideas, and you can actually save these ideas and export it into CSV. And this is super helpful because then I can just take those keywords and put it into my keyword sheet, right? That's pretty helpful. It also, like I said, the things I like again is the additional insights, from top pages, like visibility metrics and on page data and all of that. And I think the last thing is it's 100% free to use. So there's not a lot to complain about. Like, they've been very generous with everything. I've never seen, like, it's not like your results stop showing after a certain SERP, right? Like, you can even go beyond the top 10 and it'll continue to show you these metrics, right? So this is like a very generous free tool, right? Now let's talk about the cons, right? So I think the first thing is what would have made it even more complete is if it could show some kind of domain strength data, right? Like maybe a domain authority or a domain like a domain score or something. Just kind of know that really how good this how strong a particular domain is, right? Because I can see the key, the number of words and everything. This is great, but I think the that and things like number of internal links and external links, kind of like the things that you see in detailed Chrome extension, for example, where it basically gives you a very detailed analysis, but you have to go into every page to see that. So I think that would be kind of a nice to have. Then I think the other thing is that it can sometimes slow down your Google search quite a bit, because I think this is a slightly heavy Chrome extension. So, for all the data to load, sometimes the page might take a while to load. You might have noticed that already, as I kind of move to the second page. Then I think the third thing, which probably is, you know, it's a major con, but I can understand. So they promote their parent company or their parent tool for SEO quite heavily, right? So for example, I have and it basically just you know it's just filled on my Google search results, right? For example, this is here. This is fine, to be honest. It's small, right? But then in here they have like a special event coming up, and there's like this huge ad in here. There's like it seems like they're obviously trying to convert more of these free users to paid. It's 100% free, so I don't complain much, but it is kind of a little annoying when you see this just everywhere. um I think that's majorly it. I think it's hard to complain about a lot of these things. It's absolutely free. That's also one of the reasons why it's used by 500,000 plus users, like 500,000 users. So it's pretty amazing. I think like overall, like it's definitely a worthy addition. Like I think it does pretty well. If you look at the competitors like Keywords Everywhere and all of that, those used to be great tools, but they're not free anymore. And like the other thing is that if you are a Surfer SEO customer, which is a content optimization tool, right, and a keyword server's parent company, it basically gives you like additional insights. You can basically have certain things like the grow flow module inside this Chrome extension, inside your Google search results. So it pairs very well with their content optimization tool if you're looking for something extra, right? So yeah, that's it. I think it's a major thumbs up. I had, I think I found it quite useful for myself, and I would recommend you to get it too. If you're interested to try out Keyword Surfer, please just consider signing up through my affiliate link. It's not going to cost you anything. It's not going to even pay me anything right now. But if in the future, using my affiliate link, you buy the parent tool, the optimization tool called Surfer SEO, I will get an affiliate commission at no additional cost to you, but it'll help support the video creation efforts that we do on this channel, right? So please consider signing up through that. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day.